to channel different energy from my last reading. And I like to do 2 all signs readings because I feel like, you know, sometimes, you know, other people need a message. Not everyone's going to be in alignment with, you know, one message, so. Put your energy where it belongs in the story. Let's get started, if it belongs in the story. I have tons of other timeless readings that might actually be more in alignment with what you're looking for if this is not the one for you. So yes, let's get started. Believe. Strange encounters. Alright, so you're experiencing some supernatural shit. I like that. I like when people start experiencing it, you know, because if nobody experiences it, how could we ever, you know, come to believe or understand it, right? You have to experience that freaking weird shit. Do not drink poison. Do not do things you know are bad for you. Boom. Spirit's talking to you hard right now. Forget who you are. Conditioning falls away. Memory no longer defines you. It's like choosing to be the best version of yourself, letting go of any preconceived notions of who you are. Quit drinking the poison, whatever that is. That could be addiction. That could be media, you know, that could be any kind of thing that puts you, that you know is bad for you, right? It says you know it's bad for you. Becoming braver. This is being resilient, experiencing growth, becoming stronger, having a fresh perspective. Keeping up. Immense effort, advance, right? So like, if you want to level up in life, you really have to let go of the things that held you back. Obviously, the things you were doing in the past didn't work for you. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in this situation. So you've got to do something new. You need to find the lesson in what you've experienced and outgrow the teaching, right? Outgrow it. So you don't have to continue experiencing this thing over and over and over. Discover the purpose in a situation. Trust that you are learning, right? And no matter what your circumstances are, there is a lesson to be learned there. We have to forget who we think we are. Lose that identity altogether to really tap into our true identity. You know, the identity you've built up in your ego is not the same. It's not the same. There on me. Alright. Alchemy and the Philosopher's Stone. So I feel like you're doing some soul alchemy right now. Really tapping into your destiny and maybe even doing some magic, right? Experiencing that more spiritual side of things, which is bringing on these strange encounters, right? Synchronicity is things that you can't deny. I'm obsessed with this Wonderland Tarot deck. I'm like, I hope I get the I get it in me to read from another tarot deck again soon. It's just, I'm so connected to this one. I found it in this little shop and I was like, oh, that's my deck. I need that one. Alright, so let's see what else. Six of Swords. We got somebody who walked away from a really bad situation. Right? If you know anything about the story of Alice in Wonderland, and you understand why this oyster is in this boat with her, get it. But just in case that you don't, oysters, there's this part in the scene with the walrus, right? And the walrus is like taking the oysters down to this area, and he's like, hey guys, we're gonna have dinner and a show, it's gonna be great, we're gonna party, da da da. So he lures all these oysters into this area, and then he begins eating them, right? It's pretty messed up. And here I see somebody kind of running away from a situation where they may have been dealing with somebody that they felt was devouring their spirit, you know, in a very real way, like narcissistic abuse kind of shit. And I say that because the Seven of Swords is coming out right underneath it, saying that this person dealt with lying, cheating, and stealing, and that's what they're walking away from. That's what they're running away from. Ten of Cups in reverse. They're like, this is not happily ever after. It just wasn't. Seven of Cups in reverse. Whoever I'm reading for has made the decision to kind of maybe not even look at love, or not trying to be in love. Somebody who's just kind of trying to do their own thing right now. The Eight of Swords. There's something that you don't see. But it's almost like Eight of Swords is like a personal refusal to see something, right? Like knowing it's there, but not really wanting to see it. Like shielding your eyes, you know? Five of Swords in reverse tells me that this is how, like, maybe by not thinking about what happened, or by not thinking about certain emotional things, maybe even by ignoring your emotional state, it helps keep you out of this conflict within yourself, and I feel like that's kind of where you're trying to be. Yeah, Five of Cups in reverse, you made a decision not to waste your love anymore, and you're just sticking to that. Yeah, Knight of Hats in reverse. I feel like this is somebody who's like, fuck up. You know, that's really what I'm saying. Somebody that's just not about it. Somebody who's like, you know, they escaped something that was pretty fucking horrible. They don't want to see options. They don't want to look at anything new. They don't want to, you know, invest their energy into love right now. It's very, yeah. There's a lot of swords. You might be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I would bet my bottom dollar. And all I'm seeing is air and water. Alright, Cups. And water is Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So you could be an air sign, water sign. You could just be in that energy of being, you know, like, it's kind of this energy of trying to balance out your intellect and your emotions, right? And trying to be on top of your emotions, right? All the cups are reversed. All of them, every cup card. And whereas the swords are not. And it's like you're trying to intellectualize life, or be so rational and logical that you're not allowing your emotions to master you or dictate your decisions. Knight of Wands. I see a message coming through, some good news, something that I think will make you very happy. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It's kind of messed up that you're happy about this news, but it makes sense considering what you've been through. Um, with the Queen of Oysters in reverse, it's kind of like finding out that the people who have wronged you in the past, or the person who has wronged you in the past, they're losing their abundance. Like I said, I feel like there's magic at play here. Careful who you curse, because you could accidentally curse yourself. Alright, I don't believe in cursing in general. I believe in returning energy to sender, right? So if that's what you're doing, returning their energy back to them, the energy that they were trying to put on you, and they lose everything, then that's on them, because that's the energy they wanted you to lose everything, right? They were putting that intention into the universe, and since they put that into the universe, if you return that to them, you're like, no, return that energy to sender. That ain't my energy, that's theirs. You know, you send it back. However you do it. Carry very high vibrating crystals on you, you know, like, protect yourself, right? Those shields will bring that energy right back to whoever tried to send these negative energies towards you, right? And then it won't be your karma coming up into play, it would be their karma just hitting them back, you know? I see you letting go of them though, with the Ace of Oysters or Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's like, if they try to lure you back in, I see you rejecting that. Having zero interest in returning. They might try, because you're gone, you know, they're like, and they're suffering, and they're realizing what a blessing you were in their life, right? Sorry, you might be a little delighted about this negative news, but I mean, let's try not to delight in the demise of our enemies. Like, sometimes they just gotta fall on their own swords, and we gotta keep on going so we don't collect any bad juju for ourselves, you know? Ace of Wands in reverse, you're like, I don't want no passionate new beginning with this person. Hell no. You're bringing the sword, Page of Swords. You're like, I'm cutting this motherfucker off. It's so hard to cuss now that I'm a nanny. I know it's weird. I know it is, because I don't censor myself ever, but it's happening, guys. Starting to talk like one of those teachers that can't cuss. Yeah, Seven of Wands tells me that you're looking at different directions that you could start taking your life. You're looking at windows of opportunity. You're looking at growth and expansion, especially with this Nine of Pentacles. I see a lot of wish fulfillment coming towards you, and it's like you're not efforting anything at this point because you're manifesting blessings at this time, right? Whereas somebody was, you know, even if they were doing magic on you, that's kind of, you know, setting negative intentions towards you. That could be where that is kind of coming into play, and you're just, I feel you're just sending it back. Right? Mirrors are excellent for that kind of thing. Just saying. Mirror magic. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Find the one that wants us to fall. I'm sorry. It's silly. The Fool. I see you embarking on a new journey here. The Fool is number 0, right? Which I love. It's making that decision, that first leap, and being like, I'm embarking on something so new, something I've never experienced before. It might be scary. It might be unheard of, but I got it, you know? And I feel that energy of you just got it. The Hermit in reverse. I don't know if you're leaving a Virgo behind. Could be. But what I'm really seeing here is you're coming out of your shell, right? Aries energy with the Fool. I just feel that like you're coming out of your shell. You've been on this side quest for quite some time, right? That's why so much minor arcana was showing up in your reading. And with the Fool and the Hermit showing up, it's like you're starting your journey right on your main quest line. Like you're done with the side quest. You're here to do your purpose and live out your destiny. Oh my gosh. King of Hats. King of Cups. Oh my. Alright, so King of Cups tells me that somebody either has feelings for you or you end up kind of accidentally catching feelings for somebody else or whatever. I do see an essence of love here though, and an offer in that. Seven of Pentacles in reverse tells me you're not looking for that. That's not the abundance that you're seeking. Three of Wands shows me that you're just kind of like walking away from any situation that doesn't serve, right? If there's a third party situation, you're probably, like if somebody's in a love triangle, that's typically what I see Three of Wands as. But also I see it as this energy of waiting for your ships to come in and really like embarking on something outside of that. Choosing your own energy instead of, something that's going to just hurt you or that has already hurt you. But let's dive deeper. Perhaps this was an offer that was rejected because of a third-party situation. Like perhaps somebody was in love with you, but because you were with somebody previously, they never acted on it. Or maybe because you were with somebody previously, you didn't act on it. I do see this energy of like somebody being in love and not acting on it because of a third-party situation or because of like a love triangle situation. Clarify the King of Cups. Yep. Four of Cups. Somebody rejected an offer here. The Three of Swords in reverse because they didn't want to get hurt. Or it goes back to that three, right? That like they didn't want somebody to get hurt. There's like a love triangle kind of thing happening. It's happening. Knight of Flamingos in reverse. Meaning like somebody maybe rejecting their own personal truth in this matter. But with the Ace of Swords, it tells me that eventually a breakthrough happens in this connection. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Like there might be a fear of being left out in the cold, and I feel like that fear is fading. King of Wands in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. You don't want to cut this energy off. You have a lot of feelings for somebody, but you don't want to get hurt in the process. You're worried about this situation. You don't want to be left out in the cold. You don't want to leave somebody else out in the cold either. It's kind of like choosing to sacrifice your own heart for the greater good of the situation, right? The Magician in reverse. Not feeling super resourceful or really in a position to manifest. which is crazy. 'Cause what I'm seeing here is like you're focused so much on what could possibly go wrong or how things could not work out right. You focus on the failure aspect of a situation. Whereas, if you focus on things that are optimistic, things that can go right, you focus on things like that, you just kind of keep faith for your outcomes. I feel like this could work out in your favor. I feel like, I do see a breakthrough happening with that Ace of Swords. And I see that you don't want to cut this energy off with the King of Swords in reverse. It's like being in limbo with this energy. And I know it's not the energy that you've walked away from. This is not somebody who's or perhaps they just walked out of a they could have just left your relationship. Right? If this is not you, this could be them. They could have just left a situation. And you don't want to put them in this situation, this third party situation, because you don't know if they're over it, if they're okay. Like, you want to give them space, time. Okay, I'm starting to see a perspective here. Like, maybe you didn't act on it in the past because they were in a connection. And even now that they're not in a connection, it's like you don't know how to go about it with the Magician in reverse. I have the Strength card, Leo energy coming up. I feel like this breakthrough will require a lot of strength of character. Page of Cups in reverse. I feel like you're concerned about somebody here not liking you as a result of you taking on. Like, do you have the strength to not be liked? Alright? Because this hella reminds me of the last reading I just did, actually. Like, if this is somebody who was with your friend or something, who left your friend, and you're just stuck in your head about that, and you're like, I don't want to lose my friend if I pursue this, I get that. Ace of Cups in reverse with the Eight of Cups. You reject love for that. Because you don't want to ruffle any feathers. I feel like I might be still reading for the last person I was reading for, actually. Eight of Pentacles, you might be focused on your work at this time. Lovers, Gemini energy showing up. Let's clarify the Lovers. Because I see you rejecting this idea. I see you running away from this idea. I see you trying everything to stop yourself from pursuing this idea. And then all of a sudden the Lover shows up, which is very similar to the last reading I did, so that's kind of hilarious. What changes? What changes? What happened? I had to look back at the King of Cups. Nothing changed in that regard, right? It's like you're as in love as you've been. But the Nine of Wands, you're very guarded, terrified. But the scales have to be balanced. Libra energy. Justice. Everything has to come back into balance, and fairness needs to happen. Situation. You've dealt with a lot of injustice and a lot of self-sacrifice in regards to this. And the Lovers tells me you can't escape your fate. And a voice just tells me, I don't think you want to escape your fate. Two of Swords tells me, I think you're coming to peace with the idea of change and shifts and what's coming next. Because you're stepping into your role, Emperor, Aries energy. Coming to peace with this because you decide, you know what, this is my life. I work hard. I'm strong. I'm noble. With a good heart, pure intentions. Why shouldn't I have it? And you come to peace with that. Why shouldn't you have your dreams come true? Why shouldn't you have the life that you want? The situation that you want? The circumstances that you want? You've been living on other people's terms for how long? And it's kind of like, you know, fuck that. Now it's time to live on your own terms. And justice will prevail, as it always does. So, see what Kali has to say about this. Khadga. A predestined series of events is due to occur according to divine timing. This has been orchestrated at a higher level to integrate the paths of people with whom you have soul contracts in this lifetime. Trust in the doors that close just as much as in the doors that open for you as a result. I'm not even going to pull another card because I think that's the message I want to really resonate with you. This is Destiny, let me just say that one more time for emphasis, okay? I feel like you need to hear it one more time. A predestined series of events is due to occur according to divine timing. This has been orchestrated at a higher level to integrate the paths of people with whom you have soul contracts in this lifetime. Trust in the doors that close just as much as in the doors that open for you as a result. Doors are closing. Doors are opening. Stop resisting. Resistance is futile. You'll end up right where you're destined to be anyway. That's the nature of the thing. I've resisted my destiny several times, and all it did was bring me pain and suffering. When you stop resisting and you just flow with what naturally comes into your life and what naturally happens, beautiful things happen for you. Alright, that's pretty much what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Namaste. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next.